Hello, hello, I'm Golondrina, or you can call me Cora because that's my name, and today I am redesigning Claw Noir, the newly released evil cat noir from the upcoming Miraculous Ladybug special. At least I think that's what he is. Okay, I got an admission. I have not kept up with Miraculous Ladybug at all in the past, 2 years or more. I don't know. So if you could pretty please avoid season 5 spoilers in the comments, that would be fantastic. Or don't, honestly, because that's kind of on me for deciding that I was compelled to post Miraculous without spoilers. So, admission number 2, I have such a mixed relationship with this show. I have been following it since I was 15, and now I am 22, so you do the math. I feel like I have Miraculous Stockholm sometimes, but I still love the show, so no hate. Also, it's the bane of my existence. It's just been too long. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's talk Mr. Claw and his redesign. So, like many others, I was not a huge fan of this design when I first saw it, so much so that I felt inspired to fix it. There are things I definitely like about it. It's not the worst design this show has ever had. We all know that. But it could be better, because Adrian deserves better. I mean, come on, he's literally one of the main characters. So, I'll start with the things that I like to begin positive, and then get worse. First of all, I liked the crop jacket. I dig the crop jacket, the whole emo vibe. I know people are calling him Hot Topic, and yeah, he looked very Hot Topic in that original design, but I kind of wanted to preserve some of that energy. I just wanted to feel more evil, more cohesive, and more appealing to look at. I did like the spikes and spiky belt for that reason too, and I thought the boots were neat. I honestly did not keep the boots the same, but I still thought they were neat. I also like purple and green. I dig purple and green so much. Purple green color combo, such a good villain color combo, so overused, but that's because it's goated. So no notes on the color combo itself. Besides the shades, I thought they could have been more effective. Things I didn't like that you can probably see me changing right now were the hair, the eye color, and the lack of color in his body. I know what you're thinking. The original Cat Noir also wore all black. Cora, what are you talking about? But I just felt like we needed to change it up. Original Cat Noir's design also, may I add, is not perfect. It's good, it's iconic. I like it a lot more than Claw Noir, but it is also not perfect. So, this is the direction that I decided to go in. Let me start talking about what you're seeing on screen and why I made the changes that I made. I think right now, at this exact moment, is when my boyfriend started calling me, so I started explaining exactly what I was changing and asking for advice and feedback on the design that I had. So that's me screen sharing, so that's why you can see me writing on the Photoshop document. So what I changed first, I decided that he needed to be a lot pointier and more threatening, because I like the spikes. I wanted to bring that into the ears more, and the claws. I even gave him little claws on his boots, because honestly I just thought that'd be cute. Same thing with the little paw print on the bottom of his boot. I just thought it'd be adorable. I also incorporated, as you can see, this fur on his jacket, his sleeves, and his boots. While I was looking at his design, and I added the pointy ears, I was thinking of a lynx cat, and I looked more at a lynx cat, and I stared at it, and I was like, they're really fluffy, but they still look so intimidating and sharp. So I thought maybe I can give him more fluffy parts, and I can put it around his design and make it still look cohesive. So basically, what I was aiming for with that was just to give his design a little more interest and more personality. Come on, he's a famous fashion designer. I'd imagine in this universe, he's probably a spoiled, bratty, rich kid. So I thought adding fur, to me, fur on an outfit seems very, rich person shit to do, you know? I feel like I could totally see this bratty, spoiled fashion designer rich kid wearing a bunch of real fur, because this Adrian does not care about animals. This Adrian does not care about people. This Adrian is a hater first and a villain second. I don't know. I'm just headcanoning and spitballing out here. When I was thinking, I decided to consult the greats, like one of my favorite villains in all media, Killer Queen. I thought of Killer Queen from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 almost immediately because that is a cat villain that I think's design is fantastic at putting the point across. The point being, you see this thing and you're screwed. Like, this is threatening, this is scary, this is freaky, what the hell's going on? I didn't want to give it such a weirdo BDSM vibe, but I did want to capture that feeling of unsettlingness. And the number one thing I think is the eyes. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but keep them big, keep the pupils small, and focused. So, I mean, it also works with Adrian's design because Adrian as a character has very like big open eyes. I obviously didn't want them to be like as rounded, as innocent looking because this Adrian is not innocent, you know? But I decided to make the mask melt into the hair because I felt like it gave a more uncanny, unsettling shadow across the face look. It made him definitely look less trustworthy than if he had had bright, differently colored hair. I wanted it to kind of melt into the eyes to kind of look a bit unnatural, honestly. And I think that it came across that way. Another thing that I wanted to do that I knew from the start was the color of his outfit. I knew that I loved that purple, but I didn't just want to see it in his eyes. Honestly, I didn't think that there was any reason for his eyes to be anything but green. Like, I did not feel the vibe of the purple eyes, but I still wanted the purple there. So I decided to just go for it and see how he looked with his whole outfit being purple. And honestly, I like it. I think it still plays to the fashionable look, and it still feels authentic to Adrian and fun and kind of sassy, because I think he's sassy in every universe. That guy has some sass in him. Additionally, I lengthened the spikes on the tail because I felt like it was more threatening and gave another point of interest to the tail instead of just kind of having it there, like it put some weight on the end. Those are most of the reasons for the design choices that I made. I tried to keep a decent sense of contrast within the piece, but it did kind of get lost in the hands because of the pose that I chose, which is a little unfortunate, but I did like that pose, so I decided to keep it anyways. Hi, this is Editing Cora, who is coming back in real quick with a last-minute alternate version, a silver hair version of this design, based on the suggestion by a good friend of mine who thought that it would complement the color scheme and give some contrast, and I really like it, but I don't know which I like better. You should comment which you like better. Boost that algorithm for me. Thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching my random ramble and looking at my redesign. I hope you enjoyed it. And stop by again soon.